Evening all. Okay, it's that moment again, the daily Warzone final on Chesscube, and the chase was particularly interesting. One person by themselves managed to beat the chaser. It's my favourite quiz program on TV. Let's just mention the stream in the stream room. Okay, so 41 have entered. Friday 14th, what's that sound? It's this? I don't know. Whoops, I'll try and stop that. Ooh. Go into the chat tab of Twitch TV. Okay. So 37 seconds to go. I'll try and get rid of any distractions. Okay. Okay. My rating's a bit too high. It's going to be big odds. 2418. The time split on 2 minutes 8 each is going to be split. The lower players start with a bigger amount of the total game time. So I think a lot will depend on my internet connection tonight. If it's as bad as last night, I'll be lucky to get into the top 10. I think I can usually afford to get beaten up a little bit in this tournament and still try and get into the top 10. But okay, it's a lot to do with internet connection, I think, and lag. So 57 have entered. 2091, 2095 now. Okay. The average rating is going up. Nearly 2100 there after that person. It's going to be tough, maybe. Okay, so if you want to pop by the Kingscrusher Cafe, it's one of the rooms on the left. If you want to pop by. Okay, still more people entering. 64 now. This is a big turnout. Big turnout now. 65. There's a bit down on the starting, but it's a big turnout. Okay. Aha. Okay, here we go. I'll play e4, I think. And the pre-move knight c3 been serving me quite well. Comfortable position. Oh! That's given me a flying start. That resign. Points multiplier. I think the rating might be giving some sort of impression that I'm gonna win or something, which is not always the case at all. I sometimes play dreadfully, but keep that secret. Is f7 going to be targeted straight off the bat as a surprise move? Not really. Oh, bishop g5 is a 9 pin. Can I just double the pawns here though and close up the f file? Oh, it hasn't even gone for that f file. Let's challenge this guy. Maybe queen. Maybe I can use the f file, or queen d5. Then use the f file. Interesting. What am I going into knight c3 for? That was really appalling, that move. What about queen queen d6? What am I doing? No, come on. Okay, he hasn't really punished me. Well, I didn't think he's punished me just yet. Okay. Knight g4, rook e6. Let's just use this one then. What do I want to do here? Really, what about g4 for queen d4? If I get queen d4 in, then what? I've weakened my king a bit. Can I risk h5? It just looks generally Very difficult, this position. I'll give up e6. Trying to find a way to lose quickly. Oh dear, oh dear. This isn't right, is it? What about knight d5? Does that help at all? Exchanging queens would definitely help. Knight d5 might help. Rook f6 might help. And c4. Okay, just lost the queen. So I just resign. It's just started on a bad foot, this game, with lots of weaknesses. Do I play on? I'm losing another exchange or something. Is it worth playing on? There's rook h7. I can try and mate the opponent, maybe, ambitiously. Rook h6. Right, how does he get to my king? Alright, keeping things okay for the moment. If only there was knight e3 coming up. 26 seconds. Can I try and just, I don't know, win on time or something? Knight e3 would have been a good idea. 21 seconds. There's almost the knight e3 idea. It doesn't really help though. Still. Oh, now it might. Now it does. 15 seconds. Pre-moves. Oh, not there. No, I'm not there. I don't know. I give up. What's going on? Check. To get over here. Does that help? Dear, oh dear. Horrendous. That was totally horrendous. I'm going to hit myself after that game, please. I think I'd rather... I'd play... Oh. Try and play some chess. Come on. Alright, I'll take over here. Right, so d5 control as well as a kingside attack could be good here. So knight f4 to d5, queen c2, is that any good? Is there any sort of attacking prospect in sight? His bishop's blocked in, so maybe this is not so terrible as one might think. It's fairly terrible. Why don't I just take that bishop? I think here, try and keep somehow c3 is vulnerable. Okay, so I have to block c3. d5 has emerged as weakened for the moment. Okay, so I can just why don't I just take here for a moment. Now try and hold the position somehow. It might take a miracle. Is queen c4 part of that miracle? Queen c6. What does that give me? A little bit of time. Okay, so knight c5 or actually queen e6 on rook c3. Rook e2 is threatening mate. That's not that pleasant. It is truly horrendous. Alright, lose the bishop, doesn't want the bishop. Clearly there's other things as well. I'm not really sure what I'm doing tonight. It's just crazy, all of this. I could resign here. Nearly. Is that a move to avoid rook c3? Is it the time odds? It's making me look even worse than usual. I don't know, I feel maybe a bit time conscious. Can I get this rook in for a defence? I don't know. Am I getting mated somehow? Probably am. Oh, bishop c4 to win the queen. Okay, if people are giving me resources, I'll take them. Can I win this rook somehow? It's on a light square. So some sort of light square check. On b3, that would be good to win the rook. Or win the bishop. Okay. Could have maybe kept the checks going there a bit longer. Get this pawn to a6. It's going to chase my king a bit. Rook's a bit vulnerable. Get this guy. Okay, can I play any worse? I think king safety there was neglected, weaknesses everywhere. At least if I play this hyper-modern style, knight c6, I'll have less weaknesses, potentially. Naturally inclined to create less weaknesses with a system like this, I hope. If I just try and do provocation for a bit, rather than any space gains. Well, now I'm so tempted with g5 though. It looks as though it's a classic imprisoning of the bishop. We'll get the g file. I get the g file. There's not even a knight coming over here just yet. I can seal up d5, so I don't have to worry about d5. Okay, I can cover f5, so I can play queen f6. I can get the g file now, that's cool. So it's a ready-made attack. Is he going to take there, I suppose? It's bishop h3, or just over here. Ready-made attack. So if I castle, then rook g2, that looks good, potentially. Bishop g4 to f3. Bishop g4 here. Then bishop f3. So if he takes, that's too dangerous. He's getting mated, isn't he? It's too dangerous. I mean, that's too dangerous, surely, as well. I'll just threaten fg and rook g3 for a moment. Or just taking here and here. Well, it's a lot better than the other game, that's for sure. So I think provocation. If rook e2, maybe I just take and then take on g3. It looks like a great attack. I can double rooks as well. So just double rooks here. Rook g8 on rook g2. Okay, this rook's out of the game. Alright, provocation might be the way forward, But how to do it with white? I could play kind of a reverse French, or just Petrosian. You know, just play a King's Engine attack. That's favoured by a lot of players. Just King's Engine attack is modest and kind of sometimes very easy to play, just for playing for e4 with this nifty Queen e1 move, which is something going for it. So sometimes this is okay. This is a 2300 opponent as well, so it's not the time to create tons of weaknesses. So maybe this is okay. He's provoking some weaknesses with that, obviously. D3 is a bit weak. So if I just play like this for a moment, maybe get this light square bishop because he's not playing h6. Okay, I'll get this chance for knight c4. So I've got pressure on here. So if I can get the light square bishop, then play e5 and knight d6. Is there something wrong with that? I know he gets the d5 square, so actually that is a problem. What about just knight d6 there immediately? Would have been interesting. Okay, let's hold the fort for a sec. If I sack a pawn here for queen d7 at the end of it, I'm not really sure. Rather not. Maybe e5 is the time for e5, but knight d5 again is a pain. E takes f here, takes. Isn't that queening? Check. Rook d1, knight. Yeah, isn't this just queening? Because he can't get back to d8, can he? Rook e2 takes. How does he get back? He plays a check, bishop f1. Blimey! That was a neat tactic. Okay, tactic of the tournament, that one. Okay. Provocation, I think. Saves having to create one's own weaknesses. So I'll play provocation here with black. So hypermodern, maybe all the way through the tournament. The hypermoderns just, they like putting pressure on the centre, not occupying it. It seems occupation is not all it's cracked up to be. In blitz anyway. Actually taking, I could have just won the pawn there, for example. I can still win a pawn. So that centre's already gone, wiped out. Oh, hang on, I've just wiped out my king safety at the same time. Bishop h6. Okay, what about knight f5, knight g3, using this pin. So I don't know, bishop f4, g5. So I'll get the exchange. And nothing too clever here, I think. Just seal up d5 for a moment. Okay, so what about queen h4? So there'll be no queen g3. I'm going to get out this pin at some point. Queen h4. How would I build up? Bishop e6. Okay. Bishop f6 to bishop g5. Do I want to play? All right. Let's just get rid of this guy. Try and mark out f4 as well. Try and discourage f4 from white. Oh, I've just given a pawn up for nothing. It's bishop c4 there. Let's get this queen off there. Maybe g5. Okay. Now what's going on? I'll just try and stop this knight from doing anything. If I just take off and then queen e5, queen f4, just try and sit on the dark squares. That should be fun. Oh, he's given me an exchange. Okay. King h7, would that help? So I'll play d5, trying to undermine the knight. Straight off the bat. This takes queen e1. Alright, has he got anything major going on? I've just lost the exchange back. Trying to defend queen f7. I can fit a mate here anyway. On e1. Any useful check? Oh no. Oh, it's pretty dangerous. This position. Actually, these checks here might be annoying now after that move. I know he wanted to play bishop e4. Okay, as long as I bear in mind I got to run this with check, otherwise I'll get mated. So rook g2 should win the queen. I'll take the queen next. Remove. Okay. Okay, provocation is white, so knight f3. Just keep it King's Indian attack style for a moment. It's a fairly self-contained plan, independent of the opponent's opening systems. Not too adventurous. I think that's the big price paid. But on the other hand, you know, if you get a reasonable position, does it matter? I think bishop a3 here is interesting. But then what? Rook c1. I can further harass the queen with rook c1. Does that win the queen? In fact, I can take back this knight. So I think it's been a success for knight f3 here. King's Indian attack. I can wipe out the centre. Okay, I'm attacking the bishop. There's e5. Maybe d4 is better. Okay, so right, I've got that nice centre pawn. Try and get these pawns going, really. Okay, they're all going now. Forward, 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 forward. Attacking the rook. Get the king out of here. What about queen d5 now? It's going to give me this. Okay. His pawns are a little bit dangerous. Get a pawn to b7 maybe before I get this c pawn to be a pain. I bet bishop e4 just to keep an eye on the c pawn. And I want to sort of give up the exchange, I think, to get rid of this c pawn. On bishop g6. Okay. Well, okay? I just blockade. Oh, I've just given up b7. On the other hand, rook g1. Can I not just go for an attack here? If I get in queen h7, that should be dangerous for the pawn on d6. Okay, so how would he defend this? There's a rook g8 threat. Now, can I not just take and then queen h8? Because that pawn on d6 is forming a mating net part. Okay, I think play's improved with provocation, so I'll keep that up. Maybe knight d4 is a nice change. That's direct, but why not in this position? He's giving me double pawns to play with straight off the bat. Surely a concession. Alright, so I can get a nice knight on e5. Give it a place to go back. Not even needed. So bishop f3 or... Ah. Oh, I thought he was going to win a pawn there. Instead, he's made his pawn structure a little bit worse. Now he's giving me the A file. Interesting. I'm going to tap my king here. Is b4 playable? Not really. I could play for g5. Or not. Oh, okay, this is... Plays king d2. Okay. I think maybe I should have taken that, actually. Oh, now. What's this? He's giving me lots of pawns. I think it's cracked up really in this ending. I'm going to try and get his h6 pawn here. Maybe throw in a check. Push the king back. Or too dangerous actually. Maybe here rook g4. I can use the f pawn. Ah, is rook g3? So this f pawn's pretty dangerous for f3 if he moves the rook again away. I'll keep an eye on f8. Alright, how does he get behind that pawn? Has he got all this time in the world to get that pawn? Surely not here. There's queen h1. Okay. Time munch. Whoops. 30 seconds could be handy. Oh, that's good. Thank you. He's resigned. I think, yeah, stick with King's Engine attack. Has my lag increased? Oh no. What's happened here? Bad connection. 1040 millisecond lag now. The opponent even worse? Ah, that was interesting. Okay. Can press. I think a gambit might be good. On this routine move, then this is kind of nice, surely. To push white black back. Mind you, I've broken the golden rule about occupation. This is not provocation. White's done the provocation. So, oh dear, oh dear. Why did I want this occupation? Mind you, here it seems quite comfortable with d3 coming. It seems worth it. I think queen. Where is it? No, he's got a block. These pawns. Surely they're too dangerous. Come on, knight g4, queen h4. Just go for the king here. Just use this moment of space gain for a kingside attack before the pawns go. It's dislocating the defense. In fact, okay. Queen f2 coming up. Is there anything else? Looks quite crushing, really. Queen f2. There is actually e2 to consider. Bishop c2. That's another one. On hg, bishop c2. That's a fun one. I know it's taking time out to win a rook, but why not? Knight f7's harmless. Queen b7. I take the rook. I'll take the queen first. So I'm on f3. Get this guy forward. Was he going to bishop c3? I don't know. We need more material here, or not? Yeah. Push this knight back. Go to the 7th. Actually, D2 would be good. D1. Not much to say here, really. Is he going to take on B5? If I just carry on munching for a moment. There's no mating that just yet, or is there? I'm going to try and avoid a stalemate. I was rook d5 and rook c. Can I get this rook off? There's no stalemate. Okay. Bit of a time munch there. Okay. Oh, this is a dangerous guy. Dangerous in the morning. After a draw, this was being a bit of a check-in. He's not accepting a draw anyway. Oh, knight d4. Well, I thought it would have been tempting anyway. Bishop pair. If I play for e5, this bishop will be good on this diagonal. This centre looks okay anyway. I think the bishop's got a future here. With Muppets. Okay, didn't mean to lose that pawn. Try and go for the king a bit, soften and king. It would have been nice to have played bishop h3 actually, to try and grab hold of that c file. Okay, here it's better maybe with bishop e6. I guess his idea is knight f3. Can I just play for this h file, like sack on h7 coming up? Rook h1 takes, sack on h7. That bishop's doing a fine job for mating that. I'll just keep it on that diagonal for a moment. Protecting c2 as well. Okay, is he concerned? Probably he's going to sack the exchange here. Can I play rook? I can't play rook h7 there. Is this bad? He thinks it is. The structure's pretty bad. I probably agree with him. That knight on e5. Can I offer a draw here? He's not going to accept it. What about rook c2? I think I need to sack the exchange back actually. Oh, this is going to be painful, isn't it? I think he's just improving the position. If I don't, I can win another pawn though. I've got a time advantage, if that means anything. I'm going to be definitely losing a pawn now. Can I get the rook to do something? Where can the rook go? b6 the target. Bishop e6 on knight d7. Oh, that's clever. I'm getting mated with his pieces here. Knight d3. Oh, I've just gone into a mate in that. That's horrible. He was on 130 as well. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, that was a well-timed exchange sack by there. Yeah, why did I do that? Keep doing that as a just despite knight f3, in spite of knight f3. Can I use this f4 here? And just get this diagonal opened up. Move here. D takes or not? Not needed. Maybe it was needed. Whoops. C3 just. This is miserable. Can I come back from this? Exchange down. I think, I don't know. If I just try and play on this queenside pressure, a pawn to a4, for example, to start off with, rook a5 to b5. Or what about just b5? Okay. Try and then use a4 for the rook. Oh, bishop c4. Is that annoying? Okay, where can my rook be useful? Yeah. I can shield the king, at least. There's a sort of threat emerging here on this one. Oh, now rook e1's threatened, as well as the rook. Okay, so now I can threaten bishop g2. So he does something about that, surely? Or not? Or is there any better? I don't see that that's too bad. So I'm on his b pawn before he's on my b pawn. Ah. That wasn't right. Okay. Well, he's let me off the hook a bit there. It's a draw, isn't it? Can't do anything. I can't win this. Can I? Funny enough, I can put my rook on f7 in this position. That's interesting. How would that help? Then I can play king f4 and then g5 to make progress. I think I'm making a bit of progress. I made a bit of progress there. I was going to draw that, but now there's serious threats. We've only got 4 seconds left. I think Anthony Miles was grinding out wins in virtually drawn positions. Ooh. The idea of rook f7. Okay. This doesn't look right for d5. It's going to embarrass the bishop tactically, surely. I'll just lock in the bishop here. Knight e5 looks tasty. And queen a4. It's d5 pressure. What's this? There's no bishop c5. So bishop g5, f6, bishop f6, knight d7. In fact, I can win c5, then d5. He plays queen c5, then what? Oh, he's resigned, okay. Okay, that was a very quick win, but still didn't help that much. Oh! I don't want to play this guy. I don't know. I don't like the look of this guy from yesterday. Okay. I think a temporary pawn sack here is okay to get that e4 back. And then, okay, threaten knight f6 for queen b7. If he takes, maybe d takes e4. Right, can I take and take on c6? That's a typical horrendous idea that I come up with for no reason at all. If knight e5, knight f6 is a much better proposition. What about just taking knight e4 and going for an attack anyway? So bishop g5, is that an idea? And try and get c5 later. Bishop g5, bishop h6, knight c5 anyway, just to get the dark square bishop. Take with the queen, on c6, maybe bishop f4 to follow. He plays e5, I get this diagonal for pressure. What about b3 for bishop a3? I'll just give up my light square bishop, why don't I? Okay. Can I get this a file for rook a7? There's no forcing with queen f8. Doesn't help at the moment. So ab and rook a7. This a file generally. I think I'll take that to get a pawn on the dark square. Okay, it's a nice knight d pawn. Alright, so can I play rook b7 to try and overload his rooks? Plays with rook d2, king h3, get both rooks on the 7th. He plays for c6, maybe b4 just fixing his pawns. I think rook b7 to come up now. So I can win his c7 here. Is that going to be good enough? He's got b4 in this position. I can play this for changing off here. Try and win this scenario. I think c5 just to force an exchange of pawns. Okay. Rook on the 7th, winning another pawn. So I just get rook, king to g5. Okay, for a moment, see where this rook's going. I'm far away from, some dangerous players here. I think gambit time somehow. Alvin counter gambit. I think knight c3 is my favourite. This is another favourite, just to take on d4 here. This is a very active position for a knight on d4. Oh, let's give him that. So castling to follow. Okay, so I castle queenside, and would he take? Bishop b4 coming up, knight 7. If king e2, oh, well that doesn't seem very inspiring. What he's played, I can just double the pawns here. And just try and round up e5. Pre-move there. And then try and play knight c6 to e5. Um, 2-4-4 for that. The leader is blasting away. 2-4-4. 14 minutes to go. I think the tournament's been sewn up by Aka's thingy. I'll try and get this e5 pawn. So e5 coming up here. Then okay. Try and go for c4. Not much of a fight there for c4. Oh, hang on, there was bishop e6 there, so I had to shield that e-file. That's a way of losing the position. To embarrassing rook d8. Well, I think e4 here, then c6, queen c7, coming up. I mean king c7. Knight f5 if he doesn't keep hold of. Okay, what does he do? Is he going to play this? Doesn't keep hold of f5. Mind you, he's on my thing, so I'll move that. So still attacking his rook. Try and use my pawns here. I should have stopped his king from doing that. That was silly. Ah. Get behind the pawn and win c3, I think. Uh-oh. Just let him to queen. Can I sack? Oh, let me go there. Bishop e8. Oh. So this guy 2-6-4. Okay. 12 minutes to go. Maybe e4 is more aggressive, but this can sometimes work out quite well. So, okay. If I play e3 and f3, sort of like reverse French defense. The knight d4 is almost tempting. That's c5 for I'll get this king off here for b3 without knight d4. So okay, so d5 coming up. Set the bishop first, d5. Oh, okay. This f8's a point. h3 coming up. Oh, he's just letting me take on e4 here. If he takes with the queen, I think I'll just take on e4 anyway to blast the centre away. Attacking the knight. So the knight moves knight c5. On the knight g5. I can sack the exchange there, that would be nice. No, it wouldn't. Oh, muppets. I don't want to lose my queen to knight f2. That's the only move, queen g4. Okay. There's bishop d4 here. I seem to have entered reams of complications which are unnecessary. So, okay. And we're in for a long game again. Great. Okay, can I win h5 here? I'll just simplify. There's rook c2 to try and... Oh no! Things have got worse after that. I managed to find a way to lose this game. That's just brilliant. Okay. So h4 here, then try and get the king up. Or king f2. No, he's returning the compliment or something. Or rook d2. Rook c7. I'm winning some pawns. So he's trying to lose material as well. Successfully. I could have taken this rook. That would have been better. Okay, so we get this. I'll win this one. Why not? Win c7. Why not? I think. In any case. So now holding his king there. I can at least do that with my king. That little trick. And then what? I can play. I play rook d5 here to make progress. c5. So now I'm going for his pawn again. Rook g3. No. How do I make progress? Oh. Oh, come on, I'm not going to lose on time here, am I? Oh no, you've got to be kidding me. What? What? Oh, come on. I had... Oh, man. Ah, shocker. Oh, that's a shocker. That's just gutting. As though he'd been disconnected. I don't put a pre-move in, and I lose on time. I don't know. I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. It's all about speed, but another bishop f6 here. As a move. Go for the king here. I want f2 and a1. Alright, can I knight c3? Looks dangerous. So I've got rook e8 coming. Isn't there just rook e2 here almost? Bishop d3. Okay, so he plays c5. There's rook f. There's queen f7 for a back row attack. That's all of a sudden trickier. Well, what would he do? Knight e2, knight g3 to win f1. On f3, I think queen e5. Okay, bit of a break. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just I think a lot of people are on massive scores anyway, so it doesn't really make much difference here. There's no catching even the hollow character. But I'll give it a shot. So if I play for bishop a4 maybe first, bishop a3, knight c4, that would be nice for something like bishop d6 and knight e5. Or just knight d6 here, just win the light square bishop. And just generally, okay, a little bit of pressure. What about f4? Is that logical here? Maybe trying for some sort of attack with f5, g5. The knight goes back, lose e4. If I take on e5, I think I want to encourage him to take, so I can try and get e5 in. Actually, it's on 3, 6, 4. Oh dear, how the leader flies away in this tournament tonight. Yeah, so I'm trying to get this knight. So without using g4 up, what would be a way of approaching this? There's some pressure on e5, which I can immediately use, I think, without suffering a queen d4 check. So then what? I can play g4 after that. Try and keep this, I don't know, protected. I'll give it up here. f6 is on the cards because my bishop protects the queen. Pin that bishop. Okay. And try and get my bishop to c4, maybe. Or knight to f3 for sure. If I get knight to f3, bishop to c4 ties down f7, protects c2 for a moment. Maybe just h4 or just queen e5 to get the queens off. I think just queen e5 in this position. In any case, knight c6, try and take a7. Knight e4 coming up. Soften these pawns up. Okay. I'll stop the use of d4 here. I guess he's going to play f4. Alright, so can I play to get my king involved? I think the bishop belongs on here, and I can try and get my king over. Okay. I can can hold that from B7, win A7, then B6. Okay. Oh well, I think it's going to be fifth tonight. I think the main bit of bend up was that little pawn ending. I think there's no point at this point, with only a minute to go, to accept a draw or anything. This game's not going to finish. E4 on B4, E4. Let's just sneak that instead of castling for E4 here. The winner's got 3-8-4. Can you imagine that? 3-8-4. Okay. Challenge this D file. Is there a quick way potentially of getting mate here? I wouldn't have thought so. Oh, I've just blundered E7, that doesn't help. Oh. Oh. I'm going to get mated at this rate. Phew. That would be embarrassing. It's the tournament's completed now. It says completed here. Can I threaten mate as a final cheeky thing myself to play rook h1? Yeah. Alright, that guaranteed fifth. Okay. Oh, the tournament carries on. I think it's because it's delayed at the start. There's a Haldane attack. I've played Haldane in this quick play. It was quite amusing, fantastically amusing game in this system. The tournament was delayed quite significantly. Now I've got the qubits. Okay. Okay. So fifth. Okay, it's hard. Big gap, hollow. Yeah, heavy guns here. Tight. Okay. I hope you enjoyed it. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.